Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Psychology Every Day, day 84. Today, we're going to talk about how to manage stress, what burnout is, and how to use cognitive offloading to solve your problems and reduce stress and make your life a whole lot easier. So, we could talk about sense of coherence and how you need to make problems manageable, understandable, and meaningful. But we're going to show you instead. I'm going to show you, and we're going to go through it. And this first part is about making it manageable and understandable and meaningful, actually. So, let the question when talking about the problem, ask yourself first, is it solvable? Can it wait? What will happen if you ignore the problem? And what will it take to it? And what will happen if you solve it? So let's do an example first. Let's say you have a pile of dishes uh, piling up. Of course, it is solvable. Yes. Can it wait? Also, yes. What will happen if you ignore it? It will get slightly worse, and it might start to stink, and it might continue, you know, annoy you, uh, but not if you choose to ignore it. What will it take to solve it? A little bit of effort and time. Little bit of effort and time. What will happen if you solve it? Feel good is super hard to write while looking through the camera. Uh, Clean dishes. Okay. So this sounds like a problem that we should solve. It is easily solvable, and it will make us feel better. And if we ignore it, nothing disastrous is going to happen, but it will get slightly worse. So, think of a problem. First of all, what you want to do is list out your problems and actually think about them, face them mentally. So, let's say you have a lot of problems, and if you are stressed, usually it's just spinning around in your head. You need to write them down because that is, cognitive offloading. Make a list of the problems, and then already then it will feel easier by looking at it, even though it's going to feel like you don't want to do that. It will make it easier and better. And then, start going through this list. So let's say you have financial issues, and you have a problem with your foot, and you know some relative just died. Ask yourself these questions, and when you get to a problem that is not solvable, then let it go. You have written it down, it's not solvable. Focus on the things that you can solve, and then you prioritize your problems based on if they can wait. Do the most urgent thing first, and then this is very important, and sort of goes against a lot of hustle culture. If you have a problem, or something that you feel like you have to do, or whatever, a burden of some kind, uh, if nothing happens, if you ignore it, then put it on the ignore list or the waiting list, and you know focus on the problems that, if you ignore them, they will immediately become worse. These are the worst problems and the ones that you have to deal with immediately. Of course, typing out and writing down, figuring out what it will take to solve your problems will make them understandable. And most of the time, if you make it concrete, it's going to be quite easy, low effort. And then, of course, writing down the advantages, and most of the time it's just feeling good, but a lot of times it's also that if you solve this problem, you're gonna have to do less things in the future that you don't want to do. Could give you a bunch of examples, but I don't want to pull from problems that I'm dealing with right now. But let's say you have a coworker at your job that is, you know, sexually harassing you or whatever, but you're too timid to do anything about it. When you do something about it, whatever that might be, even though it's uncomfortable, it's going to stop the harassment, hopefully, and then in the future your life will be percentually easier. Let's talk about burnout and switch the camera. Burnout and a skull, because it's death. First of all, this is a quote from Muhammad Ali. It's not the mountain that will wear you out, it's the rocks in your shoes. And this basically means that your main task or whatever is not usually what causes burnout, but rather the surrounding circumstance. And people argue back and forth within psychology about this, but my opinion is that your main mission will not burn you out for various reasons. Too many problems is and too many challenges is a very big problem because we don't have the bandwidth, neither emotionally nor cognitively nor physically nor time-wise, to deal with problems at the same time. That is why a lot of people usually break down when the last straw that broke the camel's back, they say. But this is why you have to prioritize and use this method to put them in order of importance. Alex Hormozy talks about how burnout comes from value judgment, that you simply don't want to do it enough, and then eventually it's not going to be meaningful, it's not going to be fun, and it's going to burn you out. This is the meaningfulness part of Antonovsky's sense of coherence. Whether you have internal or external motivation will affect your feeling of the thing. I'm going to talk about this last. But that basically means that burdens that you don't want to do, it's going to feel extra bad. And of course, this is, tons of things. I used to not have automatic heating. I would have to buy pellets, and I would have to do maintenance all the time on the furnace. And I hated it. It stressed me out so much, even though it's not really all that much work. It's like 5 minutes a day, and then once every 2 weeks it's 20 minutes, and then once every year it's like 2 hours of work. But I hated it so much, and I gladly spent $20,000 just to get automatic heating. Of course, if you do something that you enjoy doing and you do it voluntarily, that is absolutely no problem. I spend way more time on doing these YouTube videos, but I think they're fun. And yeah, that is all for today. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And if you have any questions, if it wasn't clear, ask me in the comment sections. Have a great day, everyone. I will see you tomorrow.